Hello YouTube, Uncle Lucky here, and welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Quiz and Art News. Today we're going to talk a little bit about a TV show coming up called The Expanse. Now that starts tonight, as a matter of fact, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, somewhere in there. Check your local listings. It's going to be on the SyFy channel. It stars Thomas Jane. For any of you who are into deep, heavy sci-fi, like myself, I'm a really big fan of sci-fi. Can't get enough of it. They've got a lot of pretty good shows right now on the SyFy channel. I think they're all on hiatus right now, but this show looks to be interesting because they're saying that it's it's Game of Thrones in space. Don't know what that means, but from the few commercials I've seen of it, it looks pretty interesting. Thomas Jane looks crazy in this. He's playing some kind of a detective in the future, way up in space doing something. I don't know. It looks creepy, weird. Looks like there's a lot going on there. So if you want to check that out, it premieres tonight on the SyFy channel. Next up, the word is that they're getting ready to start filming Iron Fist in New York City. It's going to be interesting because this is going to have a lot of lead-ups now that Netflix has got their hands on a whole bunch of Marvel properties. They're doing pretty good. Daredevil was a really good first season run. I think it was tops on Netflix. Jessica Jones was really good, kind of entertaining. I just finished binge watching that one. And now that they've introduced Luke Cage into the mix, now we're going to have Iron Fist coming out, which is going to lead up into the new series from Netflix, The Defenders. Now, don't get this confused with the Defenders of old, because the Defenders is a comic book from way back in the 1970s. The original lineup was Doctor Strange, The Incredible Hulk, Submariner, and Silver Surfer. So this is going to be a different mix. If you're accustomed to, or you remembered, or even own and collect the original Defenders from the 70s, they've had a lot of different lineups over the years. All over the place, just completely different. Luke Cage and Iron Fist were a part of the Defenders at different times, but it's not going to be Defenders of old. So just to throw that out there, anybody expecting the original lineup or something different, this is a kind of a different take, it seems, on the series. So it'll be pretty good, but they're getting ready, and they're going to start it off with Iron Fist. And finally, we're going to talk a little bit about Secret Wars. Any of you been following Marvel's Secret Wars and the complexity along with the sporadic way that they've been getting these comic books out and how it's been kind of handled? It's not really best in Marvel's favor on this one because something's been going on where they haven't been able to get these issues out in a timely manner. So everybody's been kind of chomping at the bit and waiting for this last issue to come out. So any of you folks out there that have been following everything going on with Secret Wars and Marvel, number 9 is coming out here January 13th. It's going to be the final one. It's going to be the end-all, be-all of this entire series, and where they're going to go from here is still kind of up in the air. This one's going to focus more around Battle World and what's been going on with that. There's going to be a large-scale battle from what it seems like. So it's going to be interesting to see how this comes to an end and what they're going to do with the Marvel Universe afterwards, because there's going to be a lot of destruction, I imagine, and a lot of damage. They're probably going for the big epic opus on this one. So to combat what DC has done on their lineup from the New 52 and how things have changed or basically gone back to the original story arcs, nobody's really sure, I don't think, where Marvel's going to go from here. Are they going to completely reboot everything and start over like DC did, or what they're planning different? I don't know. We're going to just have to wait till January 13th to see where this entire series comes to its inevitable end. But the good thing is the cover art for this issue on number 9 is going to be done by Alex Ross, who's a phenomenal artist. One of my favorites of all time. The man just hits them out of the park with everything he does. So even if you're not really into the series, which I've been following it off and on, but I'm a huge Alex Ross fan, so I'll probably pick up number 9 just because he's doing the cover art to it. So that does it for today's news. You guys have a good one. I'll see you on the next one.